Welcome in. We're talking cars. This is the show for people that kind of want to bet NASCAR, think they want to bet NASCAR, don't really know a lot about NASCAR, nor how to bet NASCAR. They want to dip their toe in it. They want to dabble in it, but they're not really sure. They're kind of a little afraid. They're kind of a little anxious. This is the show for you. We will be breaking it all down. I have some bets for you that I've already taken. We got plenty of them, but this is the race in Darlington. I love Darlington. It has become one of my favorite tracks in the new next gen era. The car that these fellas drive, these rad, bad, mean, glad fellas like to drive. Super corny intro. I don't know why I do that. But anyway, we're going to go into the track report here. Darlington, it's an intermediate track. It's all about riding that wall. You get your Darlington stripe because you go so close to the wall. That's where the speed comes from. And you're going to be chewing up those tires. So you got to take care of the tires, take care of the Goodyears. They'll be running some special Goodyear tires for this race. They got a little blimp on them in honor of the 100-year anniversary of the Goodyear blimp. I didn't know we had blimps for that long, but yeah, that's the deal with Darlington. Favorites, there's, a group of guys that are all, some odds that we're not really excited to bet on, but they're the favorites for good reason. To be honest, I don't think there's a ton of value in betting those guys, at least right now. Maybe post-qualifying, we'll get some answers, and someone will maybe practice well, qualify poorly. We get a little bit of value. Until then, I'm going to hold off on the favorites. That's why you follow me at Timmy K in the Pickett app. But as I start every time when I do my NASCAR handicapping is I print out Ryan on Twitter's little sheet here. And this tells us how guys have been running on tracks like at Darlington and tracks that are similar. And I look for little diamonds in the rough. Where could we find some value? And two people that stuck out to me like a sore thumb were Josh Berry, who is off to a tremendous start this year. I mean, he moves into the 21 Wood Brothers car. We were kind of like, is this an upgrade of a ride? How good is this car? Because, drivers are great, but it really starts with how good your car is. And whether it's Barry or the car, he's off to a really good start this year. And then Ty Gibbs, he's a guy, he drives for Joe Gibbs Racing, one of NASCAR's premier teams, and he has speed in the car, it looks like. He continues to qualify pretty well at Martinsville. I think he was either dominant in practice and or qualifying, and ran into some trouble at Martinsville. So that's a car that everyone on his team has been running really well. I mean, Denny Hamlin just won last week at Martinsville. Christopher Bell, we know what he's doing. Briscoe, he's certainly ahead of Gibbs right now, or Ty Gibbs at Joe Gibbs Racing. So Ty Gibbs, when you see a guy that's on a good team that isn't running particularly well, but there should be speed in that race car, there should be some value there. And Gibbs ran really well at Darlington last year, especially, last spring. They raced in the spring and the fall at Darlington. He was, if you look at Ty Gibbs, he ran at Darlington last spring. He was third in average speed, according to Ryan. So Gibbs is a guy that I'm targeting. And there was also some guys that didn't quite make the cut that I was looking at for some value. You look at a guy, Chase Briscoe, he runs pretty well at Darlington, but the number's pretty baked in for him. So there was no close, but no cigar there. Another one is Brad Keselowski. He loves Darlington, but he is off to such a wretched start this year. If you remember, if you were here 2 shows ago, I was pretty high on Brad. I think where was that? Las Vegas, week before Las Vegas. But yeah, and he didn't run very well at all. I think it might have been Phoenix. Brad's been in some trouble, and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna more see it to believe it on Brad here for now, unless maybe take him live as well in the race. That's why you follow me on the Pickett app. So with that data, let's go into some early bets to win the race. Josh Berry, I already said it, and that I'm interested in him 35-1. This is a guy, again, I told you, he's been running well all year. He likes Darlington, runs well at Darlington and tracks that are similar. Darlington last fall, Barry was average speed ranked 4th. So that to me sticks out. Continue that trend for Barry. And, if Joe Wood Brothers Racing, the team he races for, they're basically a Penske team, people say. So, no, not people say, they are basically a Penske team, but it's always a matter of like how much resources Penske give them, all that sort of stuff that's deep in the racing weeds. But he appears to have a really good ride this year, and he's stepping on that gas. He is standing on that throttle. He's off to a really good start. So I like Barry. Another one, I told you, Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs, 50-1 to win in Darlington. Again, laid it out for you. This is a guy that, should be running better than he has been to start the year. It looks like there is some speed in that race car. And again, he was good here, especially last spring. So some value there. Again, that's for like a quarter and a fourth of a unit play. Don't knock your socks off with that. These long shots like that, it's, you're throwing some flutters here at this point. So we'll continue on the trend while we're at it. Josh Berry and Joe Gibbs. How about let's ladder the two of them. Top 10, top 5, top 3. And we'll throw in Ty Gibbs, top Toyota, and Josh Berry, top Ford, respectively. Respectfully. Let me just double check what the numbers still are there. Berry, top Ford at 9-1. Again, like that. And Gibbs, top Toyota at 18-1. Gibbs, top Toyota, 18-1. Might be my favorite bet on the board of the ones I just listed out. And pretty much, I think there's some great value there. Again, guy that's run sneaky well here. Again, especially last spring. And there should be more speed to come for Ty Gibbs. So I'm all throwing small units here. You can see it on my picket at Timmy K. None of these are a full unit except for the top 10s. So let's continue on and let's give a little more while we're at it. This has been fun, and I was one leg away last week from hitting big. I like to take a few of these guys, a couple to a few of their top 10s and round robining them. So I threw a round robin together for this week, top 10s. Gibbs top 10, Berry top 10, and Carson Hocevar top 10. I round robined that. I like any combination of a round robin like that includes Gibbs, Berry, Hocevar, Allmendinger, and Alex Bowman. Allmendinger, sneaky good start this year. Feel like he's been a little underrated, and that's good. Stay quiet because that's how we can still have some value there. So I also don't mind Allmendinger top 10 at 425 plus 425. I think the number I got him at there. So those kind of guys, like, look, the point of the show basically to say is this: there's a lot of favorites out there, but there's value, I think, on Gibbs and Berry. Sprinkle all that money around on, again, the ladder, top Toyota, top Ford, and then some round robin top 10s as well, which I think are super, super fun. Also, Underdog allows you to play higher and lower on finishing positions. I will hit one of those this year. Those I don't think come out till later in the week, but you can have some fun there as well with the guys that I just gave you to have in mind. So another interesting one, again, let's just get rich. I want to throw something together, and I've been doing this every week for a little bit of pennies. Like, parlay Bowman top Chevy 12-1, Berry top Ford 9-1, Gibbs top Toyota 18-1. Like, how about that for a parlay? And we just never get to. We just won't do the show again. We'll just buy a yacht. So, again, pennies. Let's have a little fun here. And, we're sitting back, having a couple beers, and watching racing on Sunday. That's what this is all about. So. Those are some I endorse. And before we get out too, I will give the disclaimer. So while you follow me to pick it up, and as well as to say, of the group at the top, Larson, Byron, Hamlin, Reddick, Blaney, one of those guys, one of these guys, I'm telling you, should slip depending on practice, depending on qualifying. And I want to get a better number on them, especially Ryan Blaney. I think Ryan Blaney's extremely due, and he runs well at Darlington. He ran into some trouble last year at Darlington, things out of his control. So, that would be, and I'm a Blaney fan, so chef kiss if we can get one of those guys to slide, preferably Blaney. And my other guy that I've been on, forever here, Bubba Wallace. I just don't see like a ton of value on him. But if you want to keep riding the Bubba train, in terms of top 10 or top Ford, something like that, or top Toyota, don't mind it there. I'm not really playing it unless he, something happens in qualifying and his number really slips. But shout out Bubba because he's been my guy this year, or we almost got the Martinsville win, finished third there. So, and of course, 2 Toyotas in front of him. We couldn't even pay off the top Toyota there. Yeah, I'll just say this. Darlington, super fun race to watch, like regardless of betting it, very, very fun. I think having these long shots as well. Eric Jones has like been a menace here at Darlington, despite racing for Legacy and Petty Racing and all these teams where he has not ran well like anywhere but Darlington. So he's always one that's been one to keep an eye out for. But that Legacy car is very, very slow right now. It's like riding a bike out there against these guys. So that would have been fun. I did throw just a mandatory like 60-1, tiny little bit on Eric Jones, but yeah, that is a donation in my opinion. So those are the guys I'm looking at. We'll see who's fast in practice, maybe some surprises, and that's why you follow me and to pick it out. But that is where my eyes are as we go to Darlington and those pretty tires with the blimps on them. Everybody enjoy your race weekend. Enjoy your Final Four weekend. Should be very, very exciting. All the sports on TV. And again, some long shots to have in your NASCAR pocket. Just buy the ticket, take the ride, as they like to say. Enjoy your racing, everyone. God.